we get started, I tried something different with this video. I was looking to cut down the time it takes to make videos by not setting up tons of different mounts and just freehanding the camera. Let's just say I'm not going to do that again. You guys may experience some camera noise, nothing unbearable, but you guys still deserve more effort. So today I want to talk about car mats. My driver's side mat has seen better days. I purchased a Bissell machine after watching the FP2000 video, which you can find in the upper right of your screen and in the description below. This machine thoroughly restored his cloth and carpet seats. I'll have a video on this soon, but even when clean, my mats take a beating with all the daily driving I do. I've been trying to find a good set of all-weather mats for months now. I'm not a fan of the ones most of you are going to recommend. I feel they're way too shiny for me, which kind of drives me crazy. I kind of want something that I can clean easily, it has a grippy matte finish, and maybe a cool pattern. That said, I found these mats while wandering around SEMA last year, and I've been patiently waiting since November to get my hands on them. These things were not easy to get a hold of. They're constantly on back order. The good news is, at the time of this video, they appear to be back in stock on Amazon. In the description below, you're going to find links to the part numbers for both the 4-mat set and 2-mat sets for the 2015 through 2018, and I also put links for the 2011 through 2014 mats. Challenger GT owners, beware. I know the mat sizing is different on these cars due to the transmission hump. If I can find a part number for the Challenger GTs, I will definitely put it down there below. So sit back, relax, and again, I apologize for the random noises in the video, but enjoy. The biggest problems is every time I go to a show, no matter what, it always looks like hell. So I'm hoping these 3D MAXpider mats for the front and the back. My kids are pretty clean, so I don't have much issues back here. They're fairly neat, but I'm going to vacuum out the car. Then we're going to get these new mats inside. Here's a quick shot of the passenger side. It's not too bad. It's got a little bit of a few marks and stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. Once I get this whole area cleaned out, vacuum out the car. This is the most heavily traffic area just because of this is where the kids come in and out. It's not bad at all. I mean, daily driving for 2 years looks pretty good, but again, the kids don't eat back here. This is just a place for them to sit and you know, on their rides. All right, let's get this thing going. All right, so after cleaning up the mats, and again, I'm gonna wash these out with a Bissell before I put them away, but you know, as you can see, they clean up pretty nice except for the driver's side. Here is the replacement. This one is the driver's side. Much bigger, covers up the spare foot pedal. Here is the passenger side. And I don't know if I've gotten these mixed up. We have the driver and the passenger. Looks like that one goes there, and that one goes there. Now, this is what I like about these. They are sticky rubber. Not sticky as in sticky to the touch, but sticky. Like, in other words, you don't slip and slide when you put your foot on these. They have a hook and loop type system on the back, which grabs the carpet everywhere, as opposed to in a couple little places like those pins. These kind of mesh in with the fibers of your carpet to keep them still. Now, they're also boasting about you know, vibration and everything, cutting down the vibration, but I don't see a lot of rubber here to do that. They're not super thick. They've also sealed over the hook holes for the you know, for those little hooks that keep the thing in place. And they have a really cool little logo here. So that's about it. I mean, the thing that attracted me most to these is the fact that they are a matte finish as opposed to a super shiny rubber finish. And they're also not slippery like some of the other all-weather mats that I've used. And, you know, I don't want to knock any other brands because the brands out there are good. They do protect your interior. But one of the things about one of the other brands, one of the other main brands, is my dad has them in all his cars. And when you get in with wet feet, first thing you do is put your foot down to hold yourself in the car, and then you slide. And that's not where I wanted to be. These are nice, sticky. They got a really cool mesh pattern Get a really close up of that, maybe out of the sun there, that'll help. So pretty sweet. All right, let's get these bad boys in the car. I'm gonna try and find a place to put this camera that doesn't get in my way. Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna hold it. So you see I got a little stain here. I don't know what the heck that's from, but again, when I get that Bissell going, I'll pull that thing out and clean that up. But the rest of the car, like I said, after 2 years of daily driving, I missed some stuff down there. Look at that. After 2 years of daily driving, she cleans up quite nice. All right, let's see how this piece goes in. Again, sorry for the shaky cam. Just don't have a good place to mount this. All right, so the first thing I can tell, as soon as it touches that carpet, I can't move it an inch. So this is gonna be some really good sticky stuff here. All right, there's the hole. All right, I'm gonna mess with this off camera and then I'll be right back. All right, so I finally got it in position. This serves no purpose other than to just be a bump out for the piece underneath. It doesn't hook in place, doesn't do anything like that. It just kind of covers it. The mat, because of these cool little hook and loop things, once you put it down, you really got to peel it back up to move it. So it's not one of those things that you can just slide around, which is kind of nice because now you know it's going to stay put. Everything along here is good. Everything along here is good. Everything here is nice. When you get to about here, there's a little opening right there, which I'm pretty sure after maybe a little bit of heat, I can push that back. But all right, maybe give it a 9 out of 10 because now that it's been sitting in here for a few minutes, it's starting to actually form around that spot. Okay, fitment up here where everybody puts their feet is nice and covered. It is very nice and it does not move at all. I'm very pleased with these. All right, let's go and do the back seats. I got some serious sun on the driver's side, so I'm going to save that one for last. All right, coming in with the back seat. Again, the back seat cleaned up nicely. Gotta put these back. An Italian tradition of throwing money in cars. It's been happening since I got my first car, and I've never had any bad luck, so I never take the money out once it's in. All right, this just drops right in. Let's check the fitment. Nice seal around here. Push that down. Nice seal around there. All right, I'm gonna say this is another really nice fit. And as you can see, I didn't do any remolding or anything. This just fits very nicely. There's a little spot there where the carpet can get stained, and a little spot there. But again, this is after 2 years. She still looks good. My kids are very respectful to cars, so you know, I'm not too worried. This is just a really cool looking mat and a little added layer of protection. Let's do the other side. All right, this is my son's side. We're gonna move the seat forward. He spends a lot of time in the car. He's basically goes to all the shows with me. You know, he goes on all the long cruises with me. And he's only 5, and he does pretty good. I mean, he does hit the back seat on occasion, but there's nowhere else for him to put his feet, so there's no, you know, no complaints about that. All right, let's get this guy in there. Sorry about all the shaking. I got nowhere to mount the camera with the sun and everything. All right, let's see. We got another stellar fit. So we've got that little gap right there behind here of raw carpet. But again, if you spill or any water collects in there, it's got a really deep recess to hold it in. The fitment underneath the seatbelt. By the way, these things are insane. My nice red line seatbelt. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Fitment around the corners. Oh, look at that little teeny gap right there. So, I mean, to be honest, there is nothing to complain about so far. These mats fit really well. I can't believe how solid they are. Like, my kids aren't going to be kicking them around or moving them at all. I mean, these just don't budge. This is awesome. All right, now for the driver's seat. So as you saw before, the driver's seat was in some pretty bad shape. We did a really good vacuum, really good cleaning. By the way, if you guys are looking for an amazing vacuum head, I'll show you that in 1 second, but got almost all the dirt out of there. This area really needs to be shampooed, but got almost all the dirt out of there. Ooh, you know what, before I continue, those pedals are pretty nasty. I think I'm gonna clean those. All right, we're looking good. gonna go for a nice peel here. Oh, I hate when they do that. And don't let it peel smoothly. Then I got that little annoying thing right there that I gotta deal with later. All right, you guys lose a point for poor execution on your stuff here. Well, that's gonna drive me insane. All right, I'm gonna have to deal with that later. So I lost the SD card, so let's check out Fitment one last time. This ridge is perfect. There's a ridge over here that buries itself into the carpet all the way back behind the pedals up. The only thing that would have made it better is covering this area, but I could see that being a safety issue with not much room here. And it even covers the entire dead pedal, which is really nice because I do rest my foot here quite often. And right down into here, very, very solid coverage. I got no issues with these. These are really nice. I'm hoping they clean well. I'm probably going to do a follow-up video in a couple weeks. We're at the tail end of winter, so it's still going to get a little bit dirty. Lots of car shows coming up. The one thing I like about this is the fact that I can spray it down and wipe it down with a microfiber at a car show. This way I don't have to sit here and vacuum or use a lint roller to pluck out all the dirt I did on the way in. But overall, these are pretty awesome. For those of you asking how I clean these out, pretty simple. Just use microfiber and a Windex. Windex ensures that these will not get slick. So that's it. Just a good all-purpose cleaner, or Windex will clean these off real good. Microfiber gets in all the grooves and rips out all the dirt. And the vacuum head, I use this thing here. This is a shop vac accessory, and I'll put a link in the description. It also comes with an adapter, so you can use those giant shop vacs, but getting a giant shop vac hose in your car is generally not an easy thing to do, so I use my little mini shop vac with a bag to do all this work. But it's got that same head that you see at your local car washes, and it really kind of scrapes out the dirt and allows you to go back and forth. You can also turn upside down and get under seats. Very good head. I've been using it, as you can see, quite often in all my cars, so it's pretty awesome. All right, so that concludes today's video. I am very impressed with these. I hope to get some, I had a lot of trouble getting them because they've been out of stock for quite a while. There is significant differences between the 2015 and up and the 2014 and below, so you want to make sure you get the right model number. I'll try and get all that information for you guys in the description below. I don't know, I'm really impressed with these. I like them. They're rigid but yet soft, and let's hope they hold up to the test of time. We'll give them a couple, I'd say a couple months. We'll do midsummer review on these, see how they're doing. We'll do our first cleaning and stuff like that. Hopefully these things stand up, because I really do like the way they look, and I really like their coverage. All right, these are the 3D MAXpider mats for the Challenger. If this video helped you out in any way, please feel free to gently press that like button. If you're stopping by for the first time, please consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching. Quick safety announcement: if you are putting any type of all-weather mats, whether you choose these or another, always take out your original car mats. I know it's hard to find a place to store them safely, but listen, putting double mats in your car is unsafe. It has led to people crashing because the pedals get stuck with the extra mat material. So just remember, no matter what mat you wind up buying, always take out your originals and store them.